Let's see how we fare and who will go through to the grand final, Penta or Dignitas.
It's the age-old question, Henry. You've been asking yourself, you've been asked by many people.
Penta or Dignitas?
Penta or Dignitas.
Bloody hell, yeah, it's a big question. Who knows? Overpass, I don't know. I haven't casted either of these teams on this map. So a bit of experiment for both sides, I guess. I'm going to say from what I saw so far, Dignitas seem like they're firing on all cylinders. Penta have dropped off significantly since that first map. So for me, I'll just go with Dig based on that previous performance, but I don't really know.
They have to be assertive.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Their T side, they look like they just got into a cage and didn't want to get out of it. They put themselves in there. They could have said, okay, look, we're 8-0 down, whatever it was. Let's actually maybe just go for some strategies or some rushes. Like, we've already qualified. I was hoping for some fast-paced kind of cavalier counter-strike. Didn't really get that at all from them. They looked really scared to bring anything to the table. And I think they probably chatted outside. I was standing next to them just then, and they were kind of discussing what went horribly wrong there. And I think they know. So hopefully we'll see this on their T side, but they do knife for the third map. So maybe get a CT start. It might feel more comfortable. They didn't really have a chance to show us what they are made of on the CT side whatsoever. So Overpass, a map we haven't really seen here at the minors. It's normally the standard maps. With like you don't normally see Nuke or Overpass really that much to this TSDS, but here it is. We'll get into it. It's going to be Dignitas starting on the T side. I assume they've already done the knife. I won't get too excited just yet. Yeah, they've bought the smokes. So Dignitas T side, 3 sets of armor. Jacob yet to buy. I assume he'll get one as well. There it is. And as I always say, map, B side, very prevalent for T side pistols. One smoke especially, one to heaven or the CT entrance, and then try to get the bomb down. Oh, they'll be heading there though. They'll go towards underpass this time. 3 players there, and quite quickly as well. Looking to clear out the connector and see if they can get this first frag. But it's a very passive hold from the CT. You can see HS by himself on the A side, falling right back to the bomb side itself, fires up a shot, and probably calling for a rotation at this point. Crystal comes in to back him out with a boost, maybe. I like this. A little boost.
Crystal waiting as he lets HS go to work. HS has had the accuracy, so good reason to let him be the one to do so. Tensky already pushed up to the bank stairs, has, excuse me, has Pretzel in his throat. Fox with him as he's going to take down HS, and he'll wrap around Innocent's the next to the line to try and walk out and get back into the site. They're already anticipating a flank as well, but Innocent does well to get Fox and Tensky. Jacob gets Sunny flank down. They have to rotate back toward the site because they've left Chrome in there by him. Originally not on his own, but by his lonesome at that point in time. They get all the defuse as well. Innocent's doing an amazing job in this round. He's gone down now, but he's done enough to keep his teammate on the bomb. Crystal with the kit picks up the round for Penta.
It was a big play. 2-on-2 situation, full defuse there. Obviously applies pressure to Dignitas. 5 seconds to take down the diffuser. He's got a human shield in front of him as well. Innocent, great job there. 3 kills in total. The retake, really strong. It was a very passive ball from Penta at the very start. Only 1 player towards the A-bomb side, but HS couldn't really find the shot required once he was boosted up, but Cavalry came in, Innocent coming from back, managing to do a very good job. There is the replay on the screen right now. Round number 2, and this is the force buy from Dignitas. Here we go. This is the kind of plays we are looking for. Getting the bomb down in pistol and enforcing the second is not traditional, but certainly can be efficient as we get into a situation where Penta now are aware. They've probably heard shots being fired, so we might be considering falling back to the side here. Jacob with the only AK-47. CZ's Deagles around him.
Innocent's going to get Fox, walking out into the open. The open, I should say. Jacob's going to push up as well with the AK-47. Innocent getting closer. The one AK that they have gone already. Jacob can't do anything with it. Boost up behind the smoke out in front of the bathrooms as well. While they're boosted, they don't see anything. They give their position away, and Sunny's able to fire into exactly where that was. To kill, down they go. Crystal. Do what he can with UMP from a range.
Yeah, didn't really get much done there at all there. Dignitas with their force by the second round. Was expecting at least a couple of kills. Clean sweep of Penta. They would have detected the head armor. You're not aware when you have head armor and you're up against it at the CD side, if you shoot it, regardless of the distance or whether you even see it, with a through smoke, you get a sound cue. So they know the force buy came in there from Dignitas. And now they have to be full eco here. No bomb going down, of course. So just 1 Deagle purchase. That's for Fox. And a little bit strange considering he's the AWP. He'd probably want to keep his money as long as possible, but decides to spend 700 bucks on that weapon. Oh, it's showing me why. Gets the first headshot. I think he thinks Innocent through the wall as well, so takes him down to about 60 HP.
Rubino's going to try and wrap around the corner as well. Crystal has to back off, having already lost Sunny. There's no need to overcommit to the situation. Fox is going to push up with a chance to catch off Innocent, but apparently not today. He's looking pretty good. No, I shouldn't say not today, because not this map, Henry.
Not this round. Well, 1 kill picked up so far. Sunny did go down. I think that's probably all they get done here. Rubino recovers the M4A4. 1 minute remaining. No armor. 1 smoke. Well, that's gone. Tensky dropped. Just a nice shot there. The backstab coming in. Better lock this down now. Have a nice shot as well to take down Rubino. Here's the M4, as we said. 3 kills for HS and Tato, just a clock for Jacquim. And that's going to be the 3-0. So Dignitas now will not be able to bring out the orb. Well, they could get glass cannon. I don't think that's possible. They hit just enough and literally just delayed AWP and nothing else. So goes to the AK instead. Gets armor and some nades. And we'll see what Dignitas can bring to the table here on the T side of Overpass. They're a team that's kind of admittedly had a weak map pool, and the strategies haven't really been there either. They're relying on these big names and the experience of some of the veterans within the team to bring them through into victories, and it's worked out so far. They've qualified already for the major qualifier. It's been a long road for them coming from the open qualifier originally online, and here they are. Round number 4. CTs, 1 player towards connector, that's Crystal. Innocent in the bathrooms. They're deciding to fall back once again. They go for the initial pick, and then they don't get it. They go right back to the bomb site here. No orb on either side. It will be Crystal eventually bringing that out.
Tensky already down inside of the underpass position. He's going to start to push up. AK in hand. A little bit slower pace for Dignitas, obviously, with the guns out. Kroman already making his way onto the party position as well. Bait and switch angle for Sunny to play. He's got to play off of Crystal, so Crystal can't necessarily leave the park sign or the APC at the furthest if they want to play that, which therefore means they've got to leave the 3rd person out toward the front of bathrooms or rotate Sunny back inside of the site as Innocent. He's right to guess they're on the inside of that smoke, and he nearly gets it right to take down Jacob, but they are going to boost him up.
Well, all comes a bit of a stalemate here. Some map control picked up by Dignitas though, so they do have the execution potential with the 3 smokes remaining as well, but players towards the B side of the map. I think they'll probably leave 1 at A. That might be Fox, but Tensky and Rubino positioning themselves towards the B side. 25 seconds remaining though. They need to operate quickly here. And HS, he drops the incendiary. Perfect timing. That's going to buy them more time here. This is looking very promising though, but here comes the cavalry up towards short. Zen knows they're coming. HS drops.
Indeed, so too does Zen, but Sunny stepping up. 21 HP, nade goes in. Kroman's going to take the bulk of the damage. In fact, quite a bit of it as he goes down to 45, but it's going to be Rubino to get Innocent, Jacob to get Crystal, and it's all on to Sunny, who started this inside of the site. 3 kills. He has to get the ace. He has to get a kit, but of which there is not one available. Bomb ticking. It's going to put a lot of pressure onto him to figure out this fast. I think there's a kit inside a monster. I can't quite see it in the dark.
I think he's done for you.
Yeah, he's got a kit picked up, but he is going to be done for. He doesn't even get the low HP player. Rubino able to evade his crosshair with a crouch peek. So it now goes 3-1. Dignitas pick up the first gun round.
They do. That's, to be fair to Penta, they had Famuses and UMPs that round, so definitely can still fully buy into this with 5 rifles, but Dignitas arriving pretty late, I have to say, into that gun round. They had about 15 seconds when they finally committed. Locked out from Monster by HS's utility usage there, the incendiary. Bought him lots of time, but he gets taken down straight away. Makes things very difficult for Zen, who was waiting toward that short area, just a UMP. He got dropped as well. Sunny with a decent attempt with the M4, gets 3 kills in total, but not enough to win the round. At least keeps Dignitas modest in terms of their financial situation. So Penta now, a great chance to fully reset Dignitas. Win this, could mean a double eco.
Crystal M4 peeks out from park sign, no presence toward long this time, and it's all due in part to the fact that rather than get aggressive on bathrooms to get the information and go early rotation, they're just going to play it straight up off B off the start. So Innocent will stay passive as well. One smoke already utilized in front of the bathrooms. Zen takes a quick peek and doesn't spot that Rubino's actually past the mouth of the monster, going into the corner. Flash over, at least from construction position. It's HS. Continues to try and find that angle. Zen, though, he's just got this look that he's going to strike down toward Monster. The problem is, if he doesn't go fast enough with that smoke especially, Jacob could walk and turn that direction. He looks the other way instead. That leaves Sunny to get 2, and Zen with the first opener is going to shut them down all the way, so it's a round for Penta after 1 gun round for Dignitas, meaning it's a reset.
Yeah, now then, Sunny, that's looking very impressive for him. 2 rounds in a row, finds 3 kills, this time equaling to a round victory as well. That's actually really well played by him. CT entrance, looking calm as ever. Pinpoint accuracy with his aim. Takes down 3 players, and Dignitas has pretty simple round. Basically the same execution they used in the previous as well. A bit more time to work with, but getting locked down and lots of presence having the CTs. Plenty of targets, and terrorists can't find the kill. It has to be a full eco here. Very much so. Not a single dollar invested on the T side. That's quite rare to see. 4-1, Penta putting their best foot forward here in round number 6. Looking great. So objective now, keep all 5 players alive. And a fast play. There's nothing really they can do. Because might as well just get this round over and done with. Give some money away. It's absolutely fine. Only rifle so far. Zen unable to farm with his UMP. Yeah, it's almost 0 chance of finding a kill or the bomb down.
Sunny closes it, so correct indeed. No bomb plant at all.
I think that's another eco here. Could buy into it. It would be like Galil. Okay, yeah, Galil's. Galil's, UMPs, AKs. This has to be a set piece, man. You can't really hunt for map control here. Luckily for them, Penta is not buying the AWP yet. They're going to stay on the SMG with Zen. I guess at this stage, it's fine. It's still very early stages of the game, so you don't want to throw any money away. Even 1,200 in the UMP would be quite costly for them. I'm predicting some sort of set piece here from Dignitas. The lack of firepower means you just need to get yourself some sort of entry to the bomb site. CT's out. Tried to challenge slightly. Innocent there on the other side of the flames, we can see from Croman's POV. He will fall back, and that's the correct call considering he's by himself. He needs to be careful. Timing, I want to say working in his favour. He might have given his kill away for nothing here.
In they go.
Yeah, that was poor, I have to say. By himself, overextending, and down he goes.
Well, Dignitas will take it because they're back onto guns. They've got the man advantage. Much of one, though. No more saw for Bino. Exchanged with Zen will go down. It leaves Fox on 9. Crystal's going to try and sneak out. As much as Innocent overextended. Oh, Crystal, you almost want to see him go. You almost want to see him take the risk because they're not looking. They're expecting that Fox has done enough to hold them off. He's going to hear them running. He's going to be perfectly timed as well to completely flank them all off. If he goes out in front of the bathrooms, Fox, sitting on 9 HP, is dead. No question. And they don't even know yet. They don't even have the communication. Fox calls it late, but they're already committed to the inside of the site. And Crystal has made a play, a recovery to make up for Innocent's overextension, and it was a risk, but it works.
Absolutely. What a risk it was. Absolutely amazing stuff from him. Torrent of Infection comes out, finds 3 in total. Bomb goes down short, but Dignitas run out of the water by one single player there, Crystal, who's mainly known as the AWPer for this team as well. Not known for his rifle proficiency there, but that's great play from him. 6-1 now, Penta pull another round back, and it has to be an eco at this point. Here's the replay. You can see Fox had no idea that was a possibility. Nice sneaky play, and he's get the 3rd kill as well. Lovely stuff. Here's the reaction from him. Quite calm.
Quite calm.
Yeah, not celebrating, but still, partial buy. 4th stage loss bonus coming in next round. So, Tech 9s, CZ Deagle, 3 sets of armor as well, no nades. Pretty simple round for the CTs. Maybe a few kills coming in here, I would say, judging by the setup. First one's found by Crystal. Fox takes a shot to the chest there. Well, for now, 1 minute 20 remaining. We have got Innocent towards the bathroom position. He could potentially get a couple of frags here, or might go down again if he overextends once more.
Nice shot, Zen.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is.
Innocent's got Chrome in. It's Rubinho to walk in from Sandbags, and Sunny that's going to pop out. Jacob We're getting one kill on the Deagle on the way through. It's HS to close it out. So 7-1 for Penta. We're seeing the exact opposite of what we saw on Inferno. Inferno, which, as you say, Dignitas ultimately boot camped in this event. They've played it so many times. An overpass, which they've not yet seen.
Yeah, that's why I was a little bit scared to call them the winner. I was basing it purely on the form I saw in the previous game. Still early days though, Matt. We're just at the halfway point, 8 rounds in. And 7-1 for Penta. So maximum loss bonus next round. They're at 4th stage right now. So Fox can bring out the AWP at least. In terms of fragging, I'll just check in with the scoreboard right now. 4 kills for Kremen, Jacob and Rubino. 1 for Tensky, 2 for Fox. So Fox hasn't really arrived here. He's probably been their MVP so far, which is quite surprising. I think that's the first time I've said about Fox in a couple of years, probably, MVP for his team. Since he was put in that support role for so long. Now back as the main AWPer, looking better than ever. Going into round number 9 now. Possibly more defaults, slowing it down probably considering they have the AWP. Fox will be checking out mid, seeing if any aggression comes in. There's a player there, but that's going to be innocent in the bar from Sunny in towards the connector. Nades flying in, no damage really received as of yet.
Tensky already clearing out the bottom part of the underpass. It's Innocent that will wait out by bathrooms. It's Sunny that will play off of him. On top of that, they also have Crystal in the site to watch out toward long A. Bomb down toward the T-stairs. It's all about evaluation at this point in time for Dignitas and evaluating exactly where Fox can potentially get the AWP to work. I like the pre-fire for the jump. Everyone's trying it.
That's why we're thinking that jump idea on the CT side is not really worth it anymore. It doesn't seem like it's worth the risk. Fox, though, that is worth it. Takes down Crystal. That's the AWP on the CT side. Finally, time to get rolling here. They're going to have some map control towards long A. That's where they found the kill on Fox. Hungry for more here. Innocent waiting on the other side. And that's a good incendiary, but it might force the T to commit, which I think it does. Fox pushes through. It's a bold play, but he makes it work. 5 on 3 now. Up to Sunny, who's been the danger man so far for this tournament. Finds 2 frags. Take him down. Man advantage still lies with Dignitas. The bomb should be planted here. Up to HS and Zen on the retake. They've got an AK-47 to work with, but no nades.
Jacob back in front, caught out by HS, but bomb was planted, and HS has 7 HP, so HS will likely just run, and right call to make. Really though, they've got money, so I guess he wants to position for exits.
Yeah, that's it. He won't overcommit them considering he's got 7 HP. Just get in a sneaky position and hope they go hunting. If he gets 1 kill, definitely worth it, but Dignitas know their money's low here.
Well, he can afford to go down with the bomb is the thing, so if he's a pest, then it's going to be very costly. Oh, that
would do.
Yep. Why not? Just throw away the op. They'll grab it again. Obviously, Tensky's there, but the AK's gone, that's for sure.
Yeah, that'll absolutely do. That's really cool. That means they win another round going forward, another double eco situation. That's guaranteed with that 1 frag. Sunny did what he could, as you can see. Position in front of the bomb site there. Gets 2, but wasn't quite enough. After Crystal went down to the hands of Fox, he really did push through long A, though. I was surprised Fox went for the push there, through the incendiary, gets a secondary kill, shuts down the round single-handedly. That's his pretty much first arrival to the game so far, so that's good to see. Another 10. Still out for Fox. You can see the money completely eradicated now, so needs to be very careful here. If 8-2 comes in, could have been a lot more, and a spray down coming through. Sunny, how does he find these positions every single time? Bomb drops, 2 kills obtained, and he's still alive for now as well. Tensky stuck in a horrible position, trying to position himself between short and the connector area. No Sunny's waiting for him. Close the door, probably a good idea. Leave the demon behind you. And he'll be flashing over and trying to let his teammates in towards Monster. But that's where Crystal's waiting as well. Hits the shot.
Crystal getting the one, as you say, but look at HS in the smoke. Thank you very much. Tensky down. No one in the side, it's Fox, but it's just he that remains, like you say. Double eco territory due to the situation in the previous round. Dignitas limited to 2. They'll get a near $1,400 into this round and $1,900 in the next. So look for no investment. Nothing at all from Dignitas.
Yeah, that's rough. Real rough. T-sides. Definitely a CT-sided map right now, so scoreline's fine. It's just a double eco situation. That's okay, so they got to force into it. I was going to say that. You might as well. You are double eco regardless. See what you can do with the pistols here. Maybe a rush, contact play towards B, something like that. Also looking very comfortable here on overpass. You're just joining us, best of 3. It's the winner bracket. This is semi-final. Whoever wins this game gets to the semi-final. So yes, they're both qualified, but it's getting to the grand final means you get a whole chunk more change, right? You're going to get a lot more money. Takes you up a bracket. So still a lot on the line here, regardless of them both being qualified for the major qualifier. That's the buzzword of today, qualifier.
Qualifier, yep. It's the buzzword for all of the majors now.
Yeah.
You could qualify through a total of... Well, I mean, Dignitas had to go through 3 open qualifiers, but you could do it through 1 plus closed plus minor plus major qualifiers, so 4?
Yeah, it's a rough road.
It's a long road. Innocent going down to Rubino. It's a short few steps to get the A site. Sunny. Gets stuck in the air, is able to take him down, grabs the AK right away, tries to spray back in through the smoke, but bomb planted, they'll back off. Pistols to hold it, no one on the flank as well, so they can actually sit on the stalls in the bathrooms until their legs go numb. As HS is going to try and Molotov back out and get on it right away. Not quite, but 3 smokes? Yeah, might as well. Have fun. Round done. They're not going to find that through the smoke. No way. Pistols will try as they might, but no chance.
It's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty good. 1 smoke? Nah, 3.
Get 3 of those down. Molotov towards the toilets as well. Yeah, you're not stopping that. They get the plant in, sure, but they do not win the round. So they have to be... I guess with the fact is, man, they kept 4 players alive with armor. So they can buy into this. They can get 4 AKs out. So that's still kind of good. The bomb plant and 4 players surviving is still worth something here.
That's a good point. All the players staying alive.
Yeah, so that's why they take the pause right now. So is this worth it? Getting to the kind of dire point of the game now. 9-2 down. Technically should be equal here, but the fact we survived with 4 with the bomb plant in means that Jacqueline brings out the MP7.
Sorry, who's that?
It's a new player from Norway called Jacqueline.
Oh, Jacqueline.
Some people call him Jacob.
Is he related to Cristal?
Possibly. I have no idea. I have to ask him in the post-game interview if he gets that. Well, here we go then. They do buy up. 2 smokes. I think a rush is recalled for. Here we go. It is. Through 1 tunnel, boys. Take a deep breath. We're going in.
Deep breath. Steadies the aim. As Croman and Fox are able to find the entry kills. Watch for HS to wrap back out. He manages to do so. Takes down Jacob. Still are inside of the site, though, planting behind the boards, as Innocent wants to try. Just hold position at the window and get himself back into a much better angle. Wait it out and get further information as well as the smoke dissolves, but Fox has already gotten Sunny. That's the flank down. That's much part of the approach. Fox making it just Innocent that remains in a 1 versus 2. Kit and smoke again. Yeah, might as well go for it. Nah, he's not going to. He's going to tap it and pull him off. I would have liked to see him just stick it. He will a second time. They'll know this time that he will because of the timing, and it's pretty easy as they just set a crossfire and both spray.
It's always quite terrifying when that comes in. Sitting in the smoke, you miss the first few bullets, can get a bit scary for them, but still plenty of money here for Penta. They can buy into this round. Crystal for 8k. So the B rush works. That's what we wanted to see from Penta on Inferno, right? When all the defaults are failing you, just start sticking together, wolf pack it, get into the sides and see if you can get the trades coming in. You just need that first kill. You've got some superstar players. If you hit that first shot, snowball effect comes in, bomb goes down, and then you apply the pressure to the CT. We didn't see enough of that killer instinct from Penta, but Dignitas, nice pause. Rubino, the new in-game leader, has worked out how to get his team on the board here. 9-3 now. Need to start winning rounds in a row. They cannot afford to get reset once again. They're all down to about, I'd say, average about $500 each, so it would be a definite eco next round.
Croman waiting to see the jump over top of the half wall. No one's there to do it. HS with a few shots through the boards, but smoke down. Zen's on the inside of the smoke. He's going to try and be sneaky again. HS that pulled that off last time when they walked through. Unfortunately, for Jacob, it left him as a basic 1 versus 5. Boost at the park sign, in case you're looking at the mini-map and wondering where our 5th player is. I'll give up on that boost at exactly the time they start to walk down long, so Crystal has to play, contends with the lurk, and that might work because the timing is such that they're going to rotate. Oh, they've rotated entirely off of it. I actually thought Fox could walk in and get quite an easy kill. He's done it at bathrooms, but he could have actually picked up more than that. And Crystal has turned around, so lurk's down. They know it's going to be B. The quick rotation, right place, right time. Penta, 2, make it 3. Add another 2, it kills because it's going to be Zen and Crystal rotating in for the last one. Good read from Penta. Good early rotation.
Okay, well, you can see the limitations with Dignitas right now. The rounds they've really picked up, there's been a B rush, and then one of the pistols as well. So, going towards B that time, lackluster execution. We did say that's full reset once again. 10-3, not looking too good for them right now. Double digits, never a good sign, especially if you've got the next round as an eco. So they're going to force buy once again, Matt. This could spell 12-3. It's unlikely they win this round, but you never know. Dignitas have got buckets of skill available to them. The Eagles CZs just holding their breath once again, rushing middle. Fox does get the initial kill, but unfortunately 3 coming in favour of Penta there. 3 on 2 now. Fox and Rubino have a lot of work to do here. Innocent's down to 3 HP. They fall back to the A site. It's going to be Rubino with the bomb and an M4. Same story for Fox as well, but he takes a lot of damage there, down to 22.
Innocent getting Fox.
That's a good kill to get from Fox. He got the high HP player, so it makes, at least makes it possible for Rubino.
Well, bomb on a very split up defense, long rotation for HS. So Innocent's not going to be able to do much of this. Rubino's got some time to work with, therefore. He's going to go actually searching through back halls of A, but the rotation from HS is going to go over toward Innocent because he wants to group with his teammate and be much closer if they have to go down and go in one-on-one with his HP on 3. Innocent is already inside of the site, though.
They're panicking a bit.
Jump up, easy shot for Rubino. It's information for HS, but what can he do with it? He goes over, flash comes through, not going to catch him. Rubino's got this. Time's already gone down. Yeah, HS, doesn't matter. It's done.
A little bit disappointing there for Penta, considering the situation. 4 pistols and a UMP is all Dignitas has to work for. Fast play towards middle. Rubino finds another round there. Great clutch, to be fair. Once he got the bomb down, seemed very assertive as to what he had to do. Turning into very strong player, I have to say, after being an in-game leader as well. That normally limits some players, but he seems to be absolutely fine with the responsibility. I don't think his strategic mastermind really come into play that much this map. They seem a little bit under practice here on the T side. But, you know, round up at 15, if they can find this final round, they're in an okay position. It's on a city-sided map. 11-4 is not great. 10-5, definitely workable.
Fire into the smoke for Innocent. It's Croman that gets Crystal instead, though, so Innocent can't get much as they try and go by. Gap in the smoke. Gap in the smoke goes both ways, as Jacob's able to see through it. Rotation from Sunny's got to go inside of the fire. Those are in the sight, but they don't expect him to be so close. Croman had just finished checking in behind the truck and thought for sure that he was clean. Sunny's capitalized. And once again, it's Fox that remains in now 1 versus 1 that's actually quite winnable when you look at 19 HP for HS.
Stick the tongue out, boys. It's going to be required at this point. One-on-one clutch. Fox up against HS, who's looked incredibly sharp throughout this tournament, but Fox with a huge advantage here. HS has no idea where he's gone. Decent position as well, sitting on the flower bed. Has to take Fox down and then defuse as well. Using the pistol to walk, means you go a little bit faster. There we go. That really begins right now. Fox might expose himself. I think he can just take the challenge here. That's an easy kill. You didn't see him. Did he 4x3 himself? Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Fox, that was incredibly close considering the HP, but they'll make it work. Dignitas finding a 5th round. We definitely still have a game. Definitely still have a game, considering this was a 9-1 at one point in time.
It was. So, yeah, definitely a game. Pistol, Dignitas win this. Still got a chance to actually get very, very deep into the series. So, here we go. 5 sets of armor for Dig. Interested to see what kind of CT setup they have. Penta looked great, but they dropped 2 or 3 rounds there to just pistols or force buys, Deagles, a couple of UMPs, and that's when I felt like they overcommitted a bit there. Pistol round coming in from Penta. Quite a technical one of that, by the looks of things, towards B like we described in the first half. Smokes, Molotovs, and maybe just a straight up rush here. HS wants to fight. And fight he will, but Rubino mows him down. Chiming in is going to be Croman as well. A clean sweep for Dignitas as it seems to Sunny. He does pull one back, but the rush is completely thwarted. And it will be a 4 versus 1. And Sunny now just trying to desperately find frags. Not even going to try and win the round, but looks of things. Just going to hope CT's walking to his crosshair. That'd be sloppy now for them to give anything away. They've got the bomb. don't even need to flank him. I think that Rubino just told his player, Fox, say, no, don't even bother with that. Just stick with us. Don't give him anything to work with. It's Sunny.
Lock for him only, and a decoy. Then upgraded pistols having the armor. In a 1 versus 4 with no bomb plant, Penta have given Dignitas a chance into this game. Seconds as well. Time definitely a factor at this point. Can hear Tensky ominously running away in the distance, the only ambient sound, or the only non-inclusive ambient sound, I should say, to the map. So too is that one, so knows they're out toward water and construction, but element of surprise, he's walked in, gone aggressive, but 5 seconds, it's already done. Yeah, I would leave him.
He's got armor, to be fair. They'll be forcing next round anyway. They can kill him now. That'd be good. They do. That's definitely worth it. So he gets... let's have a look. Sunny. He's still got $1,000. He got 3 kills and saved 100 from the previous round. It's not the end of the world, so he made up for that. So they should be force buying him. He does indeed. He goes for the PT50 armor, I think. There it is. 10-6. A much needed pistol there. Pretty disappointing approach from Penta. With a shred of rush, they had all that utility to work with. I guess they're saving it for post-spawn situation, but might as well Molotov and flash in at least first. But there it is. Dignitas now with a window of opportunity. Into round number 17.
Krolman trying to peek out to see if he spots anyone outside of Monster. HS is there, but he's not sure of that, has no idea. Smoke will go down. Go into jungle on the bottom of the stairs on rotation. Into the site, so fast execution for Penta to try and get a bomb down. It might work. Tensky's gonna run and gun. He's run out of ammo. He's run out of room. Out of legs, as HS will take him back as well. So bomb is not only going to be planted, Penta might steal away this round. M4 for Jacob. Fox on a FAMAS, he fancies it. Jacob looked like he was backing off the situation and made a decision to get the heck out of there, but they'll go together. They find the opening kill. Jacob's got another as well. Fox has perished. In the meantime, Jacob gets 3 of the 4. But Crystal gets the kill back to make it a team ace and a team effort on what was a fast play eco round.
Yeah, very good stuff there for Penta. They did have the nades and the armor to work with the pistols, but still very difficult for Dignitas to handle. And you can see Jack Wim there doing what he can. Finds a few kills, but wasn't quite enough there. Has to be a forced buy in response, presumably. Doesn't look like to be the case. We're going full eco here, Dignitas. We'll need another one after this one as well. So, not great. They could buy, I guess they could buy the next one. They get 1900 off their like 1700 average right now. See if that works out for them.
Opening the door, perfect time. They pushed out from the front of the bathrooms. He's got SMG picked up. Flames will take down Tensky. Innocent backs off and brings out Crystal to take the fight instead on the M4. So no chance Dignitas can try and steal around back in their favor, take the momentum in control. Bomb being planted, Sunny getting a shot. We're only getting that much closer to having it Penta be on 12 rounds.
Well, Dignitas will be buying next, from what I can gather. All of them sub 4K. Maybe they take another partial here, but it's quite a, yeah, if they do buy into it, I can say that they're going to have a partial, it'll be 13-6. So Penta are loving this right now. This is pretty much do or die for Dignitas, Matt. They lose this round, which is quite likely. 3 Thamuses, and then 4 for Jack Wim and Curryman. He's got the UMP. one kit, limited utility. They probably have to work pretty hard for the frag. I don't think they can sit back and crossfires. They need to go towards connect, maybe send 2 players there, try and work that first pick. I can see him going towards middle. That's Tensky and Rubino. Tensky does go towards connector. 2 at long as well. That's Fox and Jacob. Quite a heavy setup towards the A side of the map. They're going to hunt for this frag as well. And Innocent, he has been known to overextend by himself as usual. Needs to be careful here. Down he goes.
Good trade back. So Innocent, as you say, getting the assist and down he went. A trade, though, does mean that even though they've got the advantage on the Dignitas side, Jacob's on 8. They'll stay out toward long. Meanwhile, they think they've done enough to funnel them over toward B. They certainly have, but they're late on the rotations. So they're already inside of the site with the bomb. Bomb that could be planted by Zen at any moment. Flash to go out with the Molotov that's gone away as Tensky able to dodge it. By luck or not, will start to work inside of the site at the very least. Watch the wraparound. Rubino. Rubino getting Zen. It's all down to him. 1 versus 1. He's going to hold this as well. Oh, it's timing. Sunny has to go. He just barely got there.
1 second. Less than.
That's why I think I love the new timer with all the milliseconds, but I think it should stop with what's left.
Yeah, I'd like that
so
as well.
You could see like 0.5 whatever.
We sometimes get that when you defuse a bomb, like 0.1 seconds, it'll give us a stat, right?
Yeah,
the
stat,
screen.
yeah, those are inconsistent.
We never get that with like defuse attempts, how close they came. That would be quite a cool idea.
Yeah.
I think that's pause map. Like I said, that was do or die time. They came very close to that full defuse. Was desperate, but could have worked out for them 1 second. Just to know as well, Sunny, he's got 27 kills. How many times is he going to be having lights out performances here? This tournament, I'd love to see his overall stats. So he's got to be MVP so far. So many frags, unbelievable. Every single game. Comparatively, Zen, another good performer for them. He's got 7 kills. He's the other finished player within the team. Sunny just seems to be the most consistent player at this event so far. Oh, here we go. Another eco for Dignitas. Have to just take this one on the chin.
Yeah, they most certainly will, which means Penta will find themselves toward 14 rounds before Dignitas have a chance to really respond to it. Innocent down below, if they even try and push through. You can see it below the crosshair, our white crosshair that Lurpus loves. You can see the gap movement, but he didn't respond to it. He must have been squinting to pay enough attention to it because you could actually see the crossover as Rubino got closer. He took him down. Now, admittedly, with the X-ray off, I didn't know that he was going to be that close, but no response for Rubino to do anything with it. And gets the shot for free. Or they're from Innocent to do anything with it, and they got a gun off that. So AK picked up back to the site. Oof, good entry again. HS, though, getting Chrome and
B-side's open, Matt.
completely.
Look at him.
I will look at it. I've just looked at it. Zen gets Rubino. Crystal inside of the smoke, but Zen's going to wrap in to make sure they don't wrap around from jungle. He gets in behind the window as well, so when they drop down, they don't look straight underneath of them.
Run, Sunny.
Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Oh, a little early. Good information called, though. Sunny does get in a position to capitalize, and it is going to be Tensky in a 1 versus 2. No. Penta should have 14. No kit. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I'm going to say don't face Sunny is my main thing. It's like, make it touch the bomb first.
Well, that'll be it then. Tensky at least keeping the AWP for now. Hang on, because Sunny wants to contest. He'll go down. So they lose everyone except for HS, which means their money does get questioned slightly. They've got quite a bit left over, to be fair, in residual cash. They'll be able to buy no problem. It's more moving forward that becomes the issue, because it's a long road for Dignitas, but we've seen momentum shift quite favorable to CT sides on overpass. AWP picked up for Rubino this time, not for Fox. Is that spawn-based? You're in the server, I'm not. I can't quite see.
I'll have a look. Rubino, he's the secondary AWP for this team. I think he's probably the B player.
Yeah.
He's just like, give it to me, I'm going to play Monster or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to play Monster, and Fox actually had the better spawn to try and push out toward Fountain, so that's the call. I've always liked this boost.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
If everyone were just like 10 feet taller and didn't have to boost, Overpass would have a million angles, because every time we see this game, I mean, this one's pretty classic, let's be fair, but we always see a boost of 2 or 3 different varieties. You got park sign that's common, front bathrooms that's common. This one a little bit less common, but well known. Sandbags common. Lots and lots of them. We'll talk down for Sunny. It's Tensky on the receiving end of it. There was one of his own, in fact, to keep them off from wrapping into basically contention of taking an up-close fight. Flash in. Fox is already looking away from it. Not quite clear that HS has already peeked in behind him as well, but not seeing him means he's able to take down Crystal, who carelessly walks out in the open to the bathrooms, hoping no one would be there. Kind of relying on that information, if you will.
Get the man advantage at least for now. Penta 1 round away from series point. Look at HS's position. He'll actually be sneaking towards the A site, and Jacob finds the next frag, but it might be all for naught. HS can find a kill here. Even better, Innocent gets towards the B side of the map. This could be disastrous. HS, the danger man, there he is. So good at cracking over the sides, but Croman, he's waiting and could deny the plant.
Shot down from Croman again, twice for him. As HS wants to swing himself in a position where he can fire down toward the bomb. I don't know that he'll exactly be able to do so. Getting Croman, though, he's given himself a real chance, but 7 HP.
5 seconds.
Yeah, gone. Tensky's also waiting. At least he goes down before the end of time because Jacob was flanking him, so if they waited even a second longer, if he thought he was safe in the perch, it would have been the end of it.
Well, it's round number 22. I would say there's no real reason to force this round, Penta. You can buy next round, you got 47. I guess at this stage, try and shut it down as quickly as you can. If you do win this round, it puts Dignitas in the financial bin. So, yes, it makes sense, but I'm not a fan of this buy. They'll be eco after losing this one, so we'll see what they can do. Maybe just a B rush, hope for the best, just like Dignitas did in the first half. Towards short, and back towards Monster. Molotov'd out, I guess that's why they couldn't go with their original plan. Orb still in the hands of Fox. That'll be towards end of long A, so he's getting decent intel. That could be a B-side of the attack. Flashes come in. HS to lead first. We know he is a great entry fragger. Smokes in, CT entrance, and here we go. So they'll be committing anytime soon.
Rotation from Rubino is going to get up on the ramp. It's a better position to be in. When they walk in from the sandbags, they're going to push Monster as well, but Tensky's got to grab the inside position. Instead, does so successfully. Jacob adds on top of that total, and just like that, it's going to be Zen remaining. And unfortunately, Zen goes for the reload at the wrong time. They're able to peek out, catch him off to make it now 14-8. 2 to go still for Penta, but Money has to wait at least one longer, so Dignitas starting to close in the gap ever so slightly.
Absolutely. Still in this game for sure. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that force buy from Penta. I think with this kind of bed of rounds, you might as well wait to get the AKs out. Now they have to be eco, and Dignitas will post another one on the board. 14-8. Comes up for Fox once again. Let's look at the scoreboard. 16 for Rubino, 16 for JKM, and Fox with 13. So pretty equal kill distribution. The other side, it's Zen who's been struggling. 10 kills with him, and comparatively Sunny on 28. This should be a pretty easy round for the CTs. I'd be surprised if the plant comes in. Maybe 1 kill would be something to aim for this sort of buy. Blocks and PT50s. The damage.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Just lights up red in the bottom left corner of the screen. Tensky can't go through the smoke at Monster. Would have liked to, I'm sure, but couldn't do it. Well, all of that said, AK picked up at the very least from Jacob's dead body.
Yeah, Sunny was waiting in T-spawn for him. They're having a little chat about it now. Agreeing it was lame, I think.
Yeah, he even said oops when he killed him, as if like, my bad, didn't mean to be here on you. Sorry about that. So Jacob down, that does give Sunny the gun. Sunny with the gun. Not a bad guy to try and open things up. But on 25, he's the one with armor in the round as well, so they'll leave him with him so there's no aim punch. Is this triple boost? Oh, Croman's dead. If they triple boost up and Sunny has the AK, yep, perfect. Oh no! Oh no, it was so clever. Nice light, no cigar. And unfortunately, yeah, that's like when you see a guy go up to slam dunk, does this crazy, like, through the legs 360, and then slams it down and the ball just goes off the rim, shoots back up so fast that he then falls, collapses on the court, underneath the net. and you don't get the points.
Quite specific towards the end there, but I like it. It's exactly what it was like. That's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it.
Ridiculousness. It was perfect, considering they had the one gun. That's clever idea.
That's the thing. I swear, to do a three-man boost, you have to be tucked in a corner. Otherwise,
you move a little bit. Yep. Well, I think they thought that the yellow container would hold them there, but I guess not.
I'm sure they've practiced that. Like, obviously, never done that in my life. But as far as I know, you have to be in a tucked-in corner, and you'll be fine. But still, didn't work out for them. And it will be 49. Look, with double digits is Dignitas this round, looking for series point. Penta, 4 AKs, Galil. Limited in the utility. That's why I didn't like that force by previously. Now they're kind of struggling each and every round. Third save loss bonus. Look at that first pick. Rubino towards Connector. And it's going to be innocent to find it. Once again goes down though, and that's foolish from HS. Just runs up by himself. Good fight there by Sonny. How is he not dead there? Rubino got to be feeling a bit gutted at that one.
Chat's just seen it. They've all gone insane.
They're loving it.
They're loving it. Crystal's loving it. Down goes Fox. Map point potentially, series point potentially for Penta if they're able to convert. Croman inside of the site sees Crystal jump up. He gets the information in return there for the Molotov on the stairwell. Tensky with flames in his own hands, but 8 HP as he gets sprayed through the fence. This looks like it should be Penta's round. Should be indeed, but isn't just yet. Croman getting 2, surprisingly getting 2. 73 HP, kit for him to play with. And Zen's going to try and go all the way back around the map toward the B site. I think Croman's going to read this all too easily. Yeah. Window's a good position to put himself in at this point, but interestingly, he's waiting backstairs as if he's expecting Zen to be closer.
Well, the rotations are so fast on overparts, so I guess he has no idea. Trying to outgame Zen here. So Croman, well, no, it's a B-side attack at this point. Comes in from the balcony area, and he's got a flashbang, a kit, and 2 kills so far. And unfortunately for him, it does not work out. Zen finds the frag, and potentially the series here as well. Money is still relatively decent. They can drop weapons over and get an all-pad as well. 15-9. It's going to take 6 in a row from Dignitas to take them just to overtime here. Penta just need 1, and then the grand final. It's kind of fun for them, isn't it? Considering, I think if I asked you who's going to be in the grand final first in this tournament, considering who you saw, I don't think Penta.
I might have said big. Yeah. I might have said
Envy.
No, I don't.
Before the tournament, you wouldn't say that. Come on.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but actually, yeah, I guess
for
maybe.
A final a mine after the Dallas.
But that's the thing. After Dallas, like that's it. That's what I don't think I would have actually. I might have said big, and I might have actually thrown you LDLC in this company.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have expected them to be in a position to make it through, but. Directly through to the grand final? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was always less obvious in the EU minor than it was in NA. NA, we got exactly what we expected. The favorites, Cloud9 and Immortals.
Well, Fox did get the first pick there. Up half position once again. Finds it. Takes Innocent down. It's always Innocent that seems to be overextended. I actually assume that was towards Playground, and Jacob finds one as well. We get into a 5-on-3. A few more twists and turns, it seems. Penta do not want to find or at least challenge for refrags. It is giving 3 kills away.
So Zen on the hunt to try and bring the AK a little bit closer to the B site. He's gotten at least in toward the sandbags. If he can get a distraction, if he can get a kill, a pick on the B site, things will be great. But they're actually going to use the utility to fake onto A. Issue with that, Jacob's up so far, he hears them running off and back over toward B, so they're ready for this. Not phased, but they are shot through the wall. HS with a good entry. Better shot, Rubino bomb down. HS has to do it all himself, and Tensky's waiting for him.
There's the reset, so a couple of rounds coming in favor of Dignitas now, I think. That's a double eco here. So it should be 15-12, I'd say, after this. Don't buy anything here, boys. Just rush B, get it over and we're done with. Try and get the bomb down, see if we can get some trades. Economy doesn't really come into it. Oh god, are they going all in? No.
Fair enough. Let's just draw this out as long as possible. We do love overtimes here at PGL.
Yeah, I guess we do. I think that's happening. That decision right there. Like, sure, you're going to be double eco anyway, but you still get to keep the money if you're double eco.
Ah, you actually have to give it back. Bank of Thorn says so. Pay with interest as well. 200% interest.
It's very hourly.
Hourly.
Okay, there you go.
Well, Zen, bottom of the stairs. What are they setting for at this point? Looked like they had some sort of clever tactic to bring to the table, but they've only got the smoke. At least one of them. Not a bunch of flashes, just a few. Innocent gets through. Does find one quick kill. It's Crystal to follow up on Croman, but the bomb's getting into the B site. They're still not in a perfect position. Smoke on this site, though, does mean that even if the Molotov had landed correctly, it would have been extinguished for where Crystal wanted to plant. But Crystal's going to go back through the flames and dies inside of them. Good luck, Sonny. Imagine this is how they win it, Hank.
He looks dejected already. He just kind of starts shaking his head. He knows he can't really do anything about this. Round's over.
Yeah, smoke already on the bomb. Keep the head armor. They won't check here. I guess he goes for it. Doesn't even. So Jacob gets the shot. It goes to 15-11 Dignitas. Still in it. And as you were pointing out already, Hank, not a fan of the force buy.
Nah, well, they get the bomb down, so it makes up for it. I guess that's the one saving grace of the force buy. Like, you're going to have a chance to get a couple of kills, and maybe a bomb goes down, that pretty much pays for it. So they're in a pretty much equal situation. Round number 27. If they'd have gone mowed down with just pistols and nothing else, then like I said, they'd have wasted $1,600 on pretty much nothing. But this works. Tech 9s this time, PT50s. This will be one of the rounds probably get over and done with. Fire up to the next round. They just need one more, and they're in the grand final. But Dignitas, they don't want to give them that.
Rubino backing off early because he hears them wandering out from the lower stairwell position. Fox is still quite far forward with the AWP. Missed shot, but they'll back off. He's got company. He's got a babysitter. Babysitter Jacob, who's got a kill as well, and then it's a spray down Rubino. No mistake made at all as Dignitas finds themselves on number 12.
3 to go. This will be the buy now from Penta. Enough to work with. Like I said, if they hadn't forced ball there, they'd probably have an extra 1,000 to work with there. Tactical timeout. So just to work out how do we close this game out. We'll be buying. I think they'll buy the orb though. Here's the replay. Nothing to write home about. Blocks running in. Unarmored. Didn't even have to aim really, but still quite pretty. Round number 28. Going the distance here. I think Dignitas would have much here on overpass. 10-5 in the first half. Lucky to get that. I'd say the last 2 rounds come in their favour due to a few blunders from Penta. But now 3 to go, and they can force overtime and reset everything, and maybe they can use this particular map as a boot camp itself. As we've been saying about Dignitas, every map they seem to play in this tournament, they seem to get a little bit better, work things out. Back to the drawing board, and Inferno especially is looking very promising for them.
Aggressive play to start it off from Dignitas toward the fountain this time. Sonny thinks about going downstairs, but then doesn't, goes back up instead, and they're going to go back over toward B. Jacob's pushed a few times toward the spawn. Most notably, we saw the chat with the pistols, but he's not going to go this time. If he does, it's a perfect opportunity to pinch them off. Was that the plan?
They're just going for a full set piece here, man. They're just like, okay, Inferno, we let this happen on RT side. Oh, this is the full contact play. Just walk in the site. AK's out, HS, let him go in first and see if he can open things up.
The timing of that smoke that Tensky just deployed for himself, that's going to be dissolving as they come up, though, so he's got a shot in. Molotov's down to the reverse side of the bank, though, and Tensky's burned alive. Rubino gets one back. That might save the round. Crystal jumping down, can do nothing of it. Dignitas on 13, and overtime is looking very likely now.
Yeah, I agree. They have to DK this one. No bomb planted, they can buy next round. I would say money's on the issue on the CD side. Is rush, get this round over with. How do you finish things off? I thought they'd go for the set piece, so I'm not sure why they didn't. They just went for the full contact play, walked in, a couple of Molotovs, and HS couldn't find that initial shot, which he's been so good at throughout this tournament. No pause used this time. They have got maximum loss radius next, so they can afford Tech 9's PT50s. Always a chance of danger here for the CTs. Getting right back in this overtime, very likely at this stage.
Peculiar they went for that contact play. I'm wondering if they heard Tensky hit that smoke on top of the pillar. Thought maybe it was failed, so they use it to their advantage, or it was by design. HS is going to take down Jacob. So Tech 9 at least gets something. They'll pick up an M4. Go for the boost again, guys. You've got one gun.
Yeah.
Heading back over in that direction toward B, at least with the bomb. Comes up the ladder now.
Well, all goes quiet. They have got the M4. 2 players half HP. Smoke's available to them. Tensky, though, he's reading in quite nicely, locks them out. So what's the play? Can smoke towards heaven, the sights, CT entrance. Smoke's deployed. Hope for the best, boys. It's very unlikely to win this round, but if you get 1 kill, could snowball into something more.
Bomb planted, but denied, not even. Croman gets taken down by Crystal, which allows the plant. So denial of denial. HS getting Fox. Penta's in position, but low enough on the HP, as is Innocent. But Tensky can still do well. Flash in, catches himself off, but Rubino capitalizes by wrapping around. He's gotten 2, but he's lost his teammate. 1 versus 2.
Jeez, do it.
He smokes off on it, but he's going to try and put himself above the smoke when they run in. They can't find him. Crystal still thinks he's on it. Crystal does indeed, jumping up. They both think he's on it, but Rubino, he's giving the time up by letting this happen. Knows where they are, but needs to get the kills. Finds 1. Crystal still now evading him with his own smoke. It's done. Round over, his own smoke, and Rubino knows it. Takes off the headset and realizes, damn, that one got away. Overthought it a little bit.
Oh, excuse me, that was quite an exciting finish towards the end, there wasn't it? They thought he was going for the full DP. I guess at that stage, it's like, he probably has another kit. Try and run him down. Crystal there.
It's actually kind of funny to watch them run around trying to find him.
Benny Hill moments going on there. That was pretty cool, though. Rubino definitely had a chance of winning. Maybe he did go for the full defuse, he'd have a chance, but not to be. And Penta will be our first team mat in the grand final. I'm surprised if you'd told me that before going into this tournament, especially. I'd have said no chance. I think I would have said MVS all day long. But Dignitas, they're already in the major qualifier, just to reiterate. They're still in the tournament, of course. They go down to the lower bracket now, which starts tomorrow. We have 3 more best of 3s to go, and we'll work out who will be meeting Penta in the grand final as well. So quite an exciting result for them, I would say. They've got themselves to 2nd place at least now. That means a whole lot more money going forward as well. So not a bad result. These guys just won Mountain Dew League finals as well.
I was going to say, do keep in mind that Penta is in the Pro League now.
Yeah, so they're having a good little season here, aren't they?
Yep, on the upward trajectory, that's for sure. Into the qualifier as well. A chance that they could make it through the qualifier, the conditions that currently apply to the teams that are in that group of remnants, if you will, from the previous major. Sure. We already talked about it on the desk. Thorn and I mentioned Optic looking really lost right now. A couple other teams in there, similar nature, that are on a downward way out. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting thought. Should we send it back over?
Could stay here for a while. Would you like that?
I don't know. How long do you want to stay here for?
We'll stay here, and we will throw the camera back over to the analyst desk. Paul, over to you to close out the day.
Unbelievable. See what I have to put up with? See what I have to work with? Thank you very much, boys. Always a pleasure to hear you commentate on great games as well. And Penta coming through to be the team in the #1 position so far. Of course, they've still got to confirm that in the grand final, but they've guaranteed them a slice of $45,000. Which slice it will be, we'll find out tomorrow, of course, as they go head-to-head with the winner of the lower bracket. We still don't know who's going to come through that one. Let's wrap things up now for this upper bracket final. Are you surprised? Because I know the boys in the commentary box are a little bit surprised that Penta have kind of fulfilled the promise of the show. But don't forget, these are guys that come out the open qualifiers all the way through the closed qualifiers and now shown us the kind of form, which actually online they've shown, and Premier for Pro League and stuff, they've shown us that they can do this online. But this is the first time we're getting a chance to see that they can do this on land.
Yeah, for the bigger picture of them potentially, I mean, they haven't done it yet, but potentially winning the tournament, already top 2, yeah, I think that is surprising. Like, I actually did have them pinned coming into the tournaments, where right behind Envious and Big, I had them as like the big dark horse, you know, like I thought they could definitely match up well against probably both those teams. And you knew with Sonny, actually, there's a veritable star player who really could be a potential MVP and probably still on course for that now. So with that said, though, the idea that they win their group and now win the upper bracket, I think that's just exceeding even the good expectations they already had and what they built upon. And then finally, actually, in this particular circumstance here, Overpass, we forgot to check this because we talked so much about the first two matches. But actually, Overpass is a map that not the team's super good on, but actually it's one of the worst ones for Penta. They actually haven't done particularly well. They dominated the CT half. So this has to be a massive confidence boost for them.
Yeah, it's fantastic. When you look at this, Harry, we've mentioned the fact that Dignitas have come through open qualifier, 3 open qualifiers. Penta's also come through the open qualifiers and the closed and here, and have now made the offline qualifier to go to the major. So already an incredible achievement, really well done to them. But now also you start to go, what? When you think about who we could have had here going off to the major, right, or the offline qualifier, NIP, Heroic, Space Soldiers, all in there, Envy, obviously all of these big name teams, big brands, big organisations. Penta Sports.
Yeah,
all along, they said we're good enough to play with these guys.
I'm happy to see them here. In particular, I feel like, we've seen them kind of beat big in a lot of these things, and that to me has been a very good sign, right? Big are the ones that everyone kind of had pinned to do well here, and I still think they could. But I mean, we've already seen the fact that Penta, they're in the top 2 at the very least, and they've got their major qualifier spot. So I think they've gone above and beyond most people's expectations of them. I do think that it was a long time coming for Penta. It took them a while to try and figure everything out, but it has been falling into place as of late. I mean, it was evident even when we saw them at the Mountain Dew League LAN finals. I mean, when that took place, it was sort of it was like seeing a whole new team, because we've seen them play in Premier, and it was clear that they were making improvements, going from kind of strength to strength. But it wasn't until that we saw them on LAN that you really see them in their element, and they did look fantastic. After seeing them at GeForce Cup, I was worried. I was thinking, okay, they did not look like the same team here. Is that going to happen, moving into the minor? And thankfully, no. We saw the team, that had been going from strength to strength back once again. And it's a very, very welcome kind of change from Penta. I think Crystal is going to be very happy. He's been with the org for kind of 2 years, and now they're finally getting their results.
Yeah, definitely mixing things up with this international star lineup, and they will be very happy indeed after that. One of the notable players, and he picked up another MVP in this one, is Sonny. You've remarked on, it's pretty good when you need a star player to step up. He does step up, and he's done it twice in this upper bracket final.
Yeah, and what I like about him is actually, you notice in these highlight clips, it's not all Sonny clips. Nope. Even when he gets 30 kills, because that's one of the things I think is really encouraging. He's really solid. He goes to his spots, he plays his angles, he knows the duels he can take, and then he gets his kills. And so high ADR numbers here, that's the kind of star player you actually want, because some of the others are good, but they're very inconsistent. You don't know where you're going to get it from. So I think that's kind of a great sign, because whereas someone like HS, for example, he had all the flash, but then he didn't have all that as much substance. So I think for Sonny, even beyond this team and beyond this tournament, it seems like a guy where he's got a future, especially now that he's been willing to move outside of Finland. People have taken the chance on him. Yeah. And whether it's in this team, whether he goes off to a Mouse Sports, another sort of a team, it seems like he's very much set, maybe going into the latter part of the year to really become a top player.
Yeah, let's take a chat with a man who's also had to move outside of his home country and join an international team. Innocent's joining us now. Congrats on the win.
Hello, thank you.
Fantastic win. A lot of people talked about you as potentially a dark horse in this tournament. Not many people had you as the favourites to make the grand finals. So you've proved a lot of people wrong, but I guess it's probably impossible for you to say, but I get the feeling you guys thought you could do this all along.
Yeah, I think we were pretty confident coming into this event, even though this GeForce Cup in Poland was a big fluke from our side.
Right.
But before we played at the ECA LAN, and we basically dominated the whole event, and we practiced really hard, and our results in practice are awesome. So it's like we're super confident, and we knew that we're gonna get top 3 here. And winning the event is different thing, but we are happy that we are in the final now.
Yeah, it's going to be a good final, I'm sure, whoever you end up playing. What's it like for you personally, having sort of stepped outside of your national teams and playing with other players from the same country, and now moving into this international team? How have you found that?
This is I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me in CS, because in Kingwin and past Kingwin lineups, I had the pretty bad role for me, and I was always this ultra support player. So I couldn't really shine in that lineup. Maybe before we picked me, who I had a lot of freedom there, but after that it was going worse and worse for me personally. And then they decided they will do the roster changes, and just looking at how they play right now and where we are with Penta, it's insane feeling for me.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably quite a warm, fuzzy feeling as well. We've got Thorin and Harry alongside. Thorin, you got any questions?
Yeah, I got a couple. So actually, I seem to remember when they were making what became this Dignitas lineup, when it was originally, it was known as Jacob and Makalele's team. Weren't you actually one of the people who was in discussion to potentially be on that team?
At first, Jacob asked me if I would be interested in making a team with Fox, him, and Michael, I think. Okay. But it was just normal Facebook talk, so nothing was really decided. And stuff. It was just the first proposition that something might be happening. Then we played some qualifiers with different lineups, but yeah, we couldn't really get it to work, and they were like pretty slow in the decisions. So basically, they were testing, wanted to test me and HS, and then we just decided that if they don't answer us, then we will just sign for Penta, and it's working pretty well.
Yeah, so worked quite well against your team that you could have ended up being with.
Yeah, it's like awesome feeling now.
Fair.
So when you were in Poland playing with obviously like Lounge Gaming, Kingwin, etc., in that scene, obviously there's never been a Polish shuffle because that 5-man lineup in Virtus.pro just stays together forever. And so unfortunately those teams, the ones that you were in, the ones that were the e-battle guys, it seemed like all that happened is 1 or 2 players went back and forth between these 2 teams for years and years, and the whole storyline was always maybe one day someone can join Virtus.pro, you know, maybe it's Mihu or Manise or whoever. Is it liberating to be out of that now and just to be seen as a player, and now the potential's unlimited, right?
Well, in the previous lineups of these different rosters of Polish teams, we always had like the problems that basically everyone was thinking, I think at least, that someday VP will do the roster changes and he might have a shot in there.
Sure.
And we basically never tried to play it as a real team, and they still struggle in that matter. And here in Penta, I have like the different vision of the game completely, and it perfectly matches my vision of the game as well. So it's like, yeah, it is indeed liberating, and it's like totally different experience to me playing in that kind of team. Even though at first I didn't think that we will get that far that we are right now after like less than 4 months together. So it's like I don't even know how to describe that. It's like super amazing feeling, and I just hope that we will keep moving forward.
Yeah, one thing I was going to ask is, you know, I was actually there at the GeForce Cup when you played that.
You mentioned it.
I know, yeah. And the thing I was going to say, you know, obviously you guys lost that one to Gatekeepers, I think it was, right? And that was on the very first day. Did that, you know, how did you kind of go about resetting from a loss, which, you know, you guys admitted that was kind of a disaster, right? Coming into this event, how did you reset from a loss that you knew you shouldn't have had? Because you didn't look like the same team as what we just saw.
Yeah, I actually don't know what happened. I realized that we have a lot of problems with teams that are playing like without any stratas, just like puck style. We prefer to play against teams that are like have at least some structure. So I don't know, they were just out aiming at us at first, and I don't know, we just lost our confidence in this match. But after the game, we just told ourselves that it doesn't matter. It's just like the random tournament, and we just went there hoping that we will win it. But the main goal was obviously on minor, so we didn't even talk about this loss. We just talked like 30 minutes after the game, and then there was no subject to discussion.
Okay, well, that's good stuff. And I guess if you don't want to play a team with a pug style, you don't want to play Envy in the grand final then?
We actually kind of like to play against them. I don't know. They kind of fit to our play style.
It does. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I guess you don't care right now, do you?
Yeah, it's
you've got your minor spot. You know, you've moved on to the offline finals. You're guaranteed 15 or 30 grand in the grand final. I guess you don't care, do you?
Yeah, we have like the map advantage, I think.
Yeah.
At least it should be. So we are pretty comfortable with that, and we are not stressing or something. We know that only one map will guarantee us the victory in the whole tournament. So it doesn't really matter who will we face, because we feel at this moment like the best team at this tournament.
Okay, well, the bad news is you don't get a map advantage.
No.
We
will win anyway.
You start the veto, so you get a bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll decide that one.
It's still fine.
It's still fine. Okay, good. I'm glad. Have a nice rest this evening. Congrats today on a great day of Counter-Strike, and we'll see you again tomorrow in the grand final.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. That's Innocent there from Penta Sports. They are through to the grand final here, and much against the odds and much against the surprise of many people in the scene as well. Congrats to them. They played absolutely fantastically all the way through. I haven't lost a series, of course, all the way through either. So good stuff from them. And we haven't talked about Dignitas, so let's just wrap this final game of the day up, and then we'll talk about what we've got to look forward to tomorrow. Where do you put Dignitas right now? We mentioned that they've all individually stepped up. They've all had an MVP award at some point during this tournament. They've shown flashes of brilliance. We've seen their CT sides improve after just one night
the aim of today,
of
right?
chatting, which they definitely did. Yeah. And they're guaranteed top 3 in a place in the offline finals. So job done, surely.
I think so. Like, I got it, especially because they are the brand new lineup. I mean, apparently Penta's been to some lands, I believe. I'm still not quite sure on that. Like, I really need
I
to
heard
a few times.
maybe Harry can help us out there.
Was he there? Oh,
He
fair enough,
may have
okay,
been
well,
there, yeah.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
pay attention
Penta in
to
a while.
the tier 4 lands, but
Oh, okay.
or the tier 7 casters. But anyway, bringing it back. No, the thing is, because they're such a new lineup, you look at everyone else is established here. Like, Big's been to some big lands, obviously. Envious, at least the players have been to some lands.
Yeah.
Like, I actually don't think for them it mattered whether they were first, second, or third. If things went great, sure, ride it out. But whether it's second or third, I think it's not a big deal for them. If anything, it's just learning, getting more experience on land. So actually, the key for me is I want to see when Big play them. Like, is Big really coming to play? Are they going to make up for what happened in that second map there? That'll have a little bit of spice to it if they should indeed get there. I mean, maybe Envious is going to do that thing, right, where you just hang on day 1, you just hang on day 2. Well, they didn't play on day 2, so I guess they did just hang on now. You just hang on day 3, and then maybe they win the tournament. It can still happen, remember?
It could still happen, yeah. They are still in the tournament. We still do have 4 teams involved in the action. Penta obviously guaranteed to go through into the grand final, as you can see, from the playoff bracket. In the lower bracket, we'll start things off, though, tomorrow with Big versus Envious. Now, another big reason that this is a big game is that the winner of that gets the last place in Europe out of the minors. So that's the first one. The second one will play against Dignitas, which will play for a place in the grand final and a shot at their share of 45,000. And then we'll also have the grand final itself, best of 3, of course, all the way through the playoffs. So there it is. We've wrapped things up. Any final thoughts on day 3?
I think Envious have just underwhelmed again. I mean, what's funny is when I saw that the French super team was made, and I realised immediately the implications of what that means for Envious. They'd lose the spot. The whole thing of when Nip and Envious were going to the minor it was just funny, like, haha, they'll have to play in a minor. Imagine that, them playing. We didn't know they were not going to qualify, and then now Envious could go out. So the idea that they might not make it at all, it was just mind-boggling. You couldn't even conceive of that.
It's shocking that we lose one of our former major champions in the form of NIP. The fact that we could lose 2, and actually 3 if you include Orgs because of LDLC as well, that's unbelievable. I mean, that literally leaves Virtus Pro, Fnatic, and Astralis as the only previous... Oh, SK obviously as well in there. So the 4 previous winners, but we lose 3 previous organisation winners before we even get to the offline qualifiers.
Yeah, it just shows how the landscape's changed in Counter-Strike. It's not the case anymore. You have the big team, and then you're always going to have some variant of that. I mean, Envious 2 years ago, they were obviously always going to be the best French team, right? Yeah. They're a million miles away now.
Yeah, it's shocking. Harry, final thoughts?
I'm just going to have to kind of tie it in with Dignitas and just say that I think what I've seen from them so far looks really good. They're a brand new kind of lineup, and I think it's looked fantastic thus far. They're doing what all the teams do, which is they're finding their footing. They're getting the maps they're good at. And I think with what we've seen from Mirage and Inferno, it looks really promising. And I can't wait now to look ahead into the future, right, and see what they can do with that, because they've gotten 2 they're really good at. They need to improve on the others. I think that they can admit that themselves. Overpass, just stay away from it for the time being, maybe. But I'm excited to see how that's going to progress well into the future.
All right. Thank you very much, both of you. Thanks to also our other commentary team, of course, of Sadakist and Henry G, as well as all the people in the background here that bring these fantastic tournaments to you online. Thank you to you for tuning in. This has been day 3 of the PGL Europe Minor Championships. There's 1 more day to go, 3 more matches, 1 more spot in the offline finals to fill, and a champion to find. We'll see you tomorrow.